Hello everyone, welcome back to another one of John's never-ending list of random things to do. For today's video, I will be working on my 2019 Honda Civic Hatchback Sport. I will be showing you how to remove this rear wiper arm and the motor if it ever dies. The first thing you want to do is grip this plastic cover like so and pull it up. Now grip it firmly and remove it completely. Now you want to use the 10mm to loosen and remove this nut completely. Now you'll want to flip the arm up like so. Grip it tightly, wiggle it back and forth, and it should just pop right out. Next, grip this plastic piece like so and pull it off. The next thing to remove is this 23mm nut. If you don't own a 23mm socket, you can always use an adjustable wrench. Now go ahead and break the nut loose and remove it completely. Before removing this washer, you want to keep track of its orientation. Notice how the outer edges curves up. Now proceed to remove the washer and open the hatch. Now there's a long way and a short way to access the motor. The long way will require you to remove all of the panels, and the short way requires us to move minimal panel. So I will be showing you how to remove it the long way first. In order to remove this clip, you want to wedge in 2 flat pieces like so, then pry it open. Now this clip can be pulled out. The same process will be done for this clip. Wedge in 2 flat heads, pry it open, then remove the clip. Next you want to remove the cap for this handle trim. You'll want to wedge in a piece here like so, and wedge in another piece here. Now you want to carefully pull this piece off. And this is what it looks like from the backside. If you didn't notice, this tab broke off. Unfortunately, things like this happens when pulling off panels and trims. Now let's see if we can remove this trim without breaking any tabs. Wedge in a piece here like so, and wedge in another piece in here. Now I'll wedge in the plastic prying tool and pry this trim off. And would you look at that, the tabs are still intact. Now with the handle caps removed, you now have access to this 10mm bolt and this 10mm bolt. Go ahead and remove them completely. And once you're done removing the 2 10mm bolts, proceed to remove the 2 at the other handle. One of the pieces that will keep you from removing the hatch panel is this little bump stop here. Now you might have an idea to wedge something in here like so and just pry it out by force. But this is completely wrong. Do not do this. By forcing out the bump stop, your clips will be all broken. The proper way to remove the bump stop is to start by removing this trim here, followed up by removing the 2 trims on the side. Now to break loose this back panel, place your hand in here like so and pull. Then proceed to do the same on the left side and the right side. Now let's have a look inside. From here you can wedge in a needle nose and work on each clip at a time. And once you've pushed all the clips through, the bump stop can be removed, followed by the entire back trim. Now you have full access to the wiper motor. To remove the wire, just press in the tab and pull. Now proceed to remove the 3 10mm bolts that secures this motor down. While removing the last bolt, you'll want to keep one hand on the motor so it doesn't fall. If this washer didn't fall down, go ahead and remove it and place it somewhere safe. If you have plans to remove your motor completely for cosmetic purposes, you can also push this grommet through. If you have plans to fill this hole with a solid grommet, the diameter of this hole is 28mm. Now for the reinstallation of this grommet, you want to look for the arrow indicator and make sure it's pointing down before you reinsert the grommet. Before reinstalling the motor, place this washer here like so, then proceed to place the motor in its proper location. One thing you want to be careful about here is to make sure your connector is not behind the motor. Now align the motor with the proper mounting points, and using one hand to hold the motor, insert one 10mm bolt just to hold the motor in place. Now proceed to install the other two 10mm bolts, then snug them down. Don't forget to make this connection right here. Now this panel is ready to be reinstalled. You want to align the clips with their proper holes, then pop them back into place. Follow that up by reinstalling these two bump stops. Then go ahead and reinsert these two clips. And reinstall the four 10mm bolts. Now this trim on the driver's side can be reinstalled. For the reinstallation, work on the front side closest to you first, then press in the back side. Then go ahead and repeat the procedure on the passenger side. Work the front side closest to you first, then press in the back side. For these side trims, you want to focus on these corners. You want to make sure it doesn't fall out of place. So I'll just keep a finger here, align the clips, then pop them back into place. And we'll do the same for the other side, keeping track of the corners. I'll place a finger here, align the clips, then popping it back into place. With this last trim here, all you have to do is align the clips, then pop it back into place. Alright, so we've removed the motor the long way. Let's find out how to do it the short way. All you have to do is remove this trim here, and these two on the side. Then place your hand in here and pull this piece down, as well as the left side and the right side. Now if you sit inside your trunk and look up here, you have full access to the motor. It's finally time to reinstall the wiper arm. You want to start by inserting this washer, but you want to make sure the outer edges are going up. Now the nut can be reinstalled. Then snug it down. Place this plastic trim here like so, and press it down firmly. Now the wiper arm can be put into place, followed by the nut, then tighten it down. Now the wiper arm can be pushed down, so this plastic piece can be placed in, then snap it down. And that's all there is to it. I hope some of you found this video helpful. If you did and you liked it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys for the next random project.